Hiroyanagi is a sharp teenage boy who aces both in studies and games quite easily. His sharp intellect makes him bored with his life, and he is constantly looking for a game that can give him a new sense of excitement and stimulation. One normal morning, he is attacked by a scary-looking man on his way to school. In a questioning state of mind, he manages to evade the assailant's close combat attacks and rides a bicycle to escape. The man follows him, but Akira is not scared. Instead, he comes up with a strategy that lures him into an abandoned building and sets a trap. However, since the man has a superhuman physique, he jumps over the trap, leaving Akira no choice but to escape once again. Akira sets another elaborate trap and drops a huge water tank on him. Despite being injured, the man stands up and jumps toward Akira, but is stabbed by a large metal rod. A girl named Mion suddenly appears behind him and kills the guy with a mysterious hand cannon attack. He opens his eyes and sees he's alive, but restrained by handcuffs. He soon notices many people in the same situation. Suddenly, Mion shows up and introduces herself as a mage working for a secret organization. She says to everyone their data has been completely removed from the National Registry, and they're announced dead in the real world. A man challenges her, but she instantly kills him with her hand cannon. She then announces that everyone will get an ability that they can use in their fights. Young, who is another girl working for the organization, announces the beginning of the first program where everyone will battle one-on-one against their opponent. Everyone receives an envelope with their special ability written inside. Akira opens his envelope and learns that he is given a strange power named Sophist. Soon Akira faces his first opponent, who is a delinquent boy named Madoka Kirasaki, in a classroom. He gives Akira a chance to avoid fighting and asks him to surrender. Akira, who is a brave boy, refuses his offer and chooses to fight him. The fight begins when Madoka uses his power to turn a wooden stick into a sword and attacks Akira. Akira barely survives the first attack and tries to block his sword attacks using classroom equipment as a shield. However, Madoka cuts everything in half. Akira escapes the classroom and hides in the science lab. As Madoka enters it, he faces a little trap followed by Akira throwing a flame at him using a volatile spray and a lamp. Madoka manages to avoid the flames and Akira again goes into hiding. By that time, Madoka believes Akira's ability is not suited for combat. Just then, Akira shows up and tells him he possesses a dangerous power contrary to his beliefs, and then claims he has the hand cannon ability just like the one Mion possesses. The next moment, Akira's hand turns into a cannon and he shoots Madoka, making him accept his defeat. Mion, who is keenly monitoring the fight, tells Yang that hand cannon isn't the actual ability Akira possesses. Instead, his ability is what the other person believes he has. Yuri Amagake opens her envelope and strikes her fist against the wall to test her power. It appears that her ability is to quintuple her physical abilities, giving her overwhelming strength and agility. The first program ends and Mion announces the second program, a team battle. Akira is taken to a room where he meets with his team members including his earlier opponent Madoka Yuri, a wrestler named Shin Kumajiri with an ability to be invincible for 2 seconds, and another man named Sawatari with a poor ability to turn a button into a rope. When they tell everyone about their abilities, Akira says he possesses the hand cannon ability, which is a shocker for everyone. Soon they enter the arena where they face their opponent team. Mion explains the rules of one-on-one matches. The first team to win 3 fights gets out victorious. In the first match, Sawatari faces Rin Kashiai, a red-haired girl who first tries to seduce him and then kills him with her strange but deadly ability. The next match happens between Shin and Ringo Tatari. Ringo instantly gives up and accepts defeat. She then explains to her team that she couldn't use her ability to copy Shin's ability, and hence had no chance of winning. The next match happens between Madoka and Siko, who has the ability to turn little marbles into big heavy balls. Madoka's sharp and fast reflexes render her attacks useless as he keeps blocking and cutting her attacks. However, luck switches to Siko when Madoka lowers his guard and is defeated unexpectedly by one of her marbles. In the next battle, it is Akira's turn and he is up against a man who doesn't seem very confident in the fight. Akira has yet to figure out how his ability works. He enters the battle and questions which person is considered the other person as his powers only activate when some other person pictures a power in his mind. He then questions if the other person is a single person or could be multiple people present in the arena. The match starts and Akira performs a little test by turning towards Madoka and blaming him for losing twice. He aims his hand at him which activates his hand cannon. His experiment pays off and he learns he can only activate his power if his opponent is picturing his ability in their mind. Akira then shoots his hand cannon at the man, but he surprisingly blocks the shot. When the man's team cheers him, Akira finds an opening and throws his shoes at his face, causing him to lose focus. Akira then takes him into close range where he can't block Akira's attack and hence makes him surrender. Yuri comes forth for the last match. Her opponent uses his ability to turn his body hard as iron. But this doesn't last before the brute strength of Yuri, who with a single hit beats him. Mion declares the end of the contest with Akira's team as winners. After a little break and a feast for the winning team, both teams are sent on 2 different paths. Akira's team further gets 4 different paths for every team member to go on their own path. At the beginning of the 3rd round, Akira enters a room where he finds an interface device with 100 points and his cuffs are unlocked. A telecast instructs everyone to gather 1,000 points to reach the next level. He leaves the room that opens into a field where he encounters a boy named Katsuya Sato. Katsuya wants to recruit him for his team called Team Green. Soon after, he sees Yuri being chased by the members of the red team, which is a rival to the green team. Akira gives the members of the red team a slip and escapes with Yuri and Katsuya. Katsuya takes Akira and Yuri to their base. There they meet the leader of the green team, Yuuto Shirasagi. He tells them about the red team that has been kidnapping people and exploiting them to get easy points and plan to make their own little kingdom. Akira also learns about a 3rd team called the blue team that plays neutral. Before Akira joins Team Green, he suddenly moves forward in an attempt to use his hand cannon on Shirasagi, but surprisingly isn't able to do so.